Hello and welcome to the show. If you are living in Nigeria right now, you understand the frustration. The heat is unbearable. Generators are consuming fuel at alarming rates. Businesses are shutting down. Students are struggling to study, and industries are operating at a loss. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, has publicly apologized to Nigerians for the persistent epileptic power supply. He admitted that businesses, schools, and industries have been affected, blaming factors beyond his control. But after nearly 3 years in office, is promising improvement in 2 weeks and 6,000 megawatts before the end of this year. Today, we are going to examine the many errors and mistakes made by Adebayo Adelabu since his appointment as Minister of Power in August 2023. If you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, and turn on notifications. Let us discuss this matter openly. First, let us understand who the minister is. Adebayo Adelabu is a former Deputy Governor of Operations at the Central Bank of Nigeria. He has a strong background in banking, accounting, and finance. He was a gubernatorial candidate for the All Progressives Congress in Oyo State in 2019 and remains a strong contender for the 2027 governorship race. Many analysts have described him as a misfit for the power ministry because he lacks direct, hands-on experience in the energy or power sector. The power industry requires deep technical knowledge of gas supply chains, transmission infrastructure, distribution networks, and regulatory frameworks. Placing a banker in charge of such a complex technical sector has raised serious questions from the beginning. Mistake number 1: lack of relevant experience. The electricity value chain, from generation to transmission and distribution, is highly technical. Adelabu's expertise lies in finance and central banking, not in engineering, energy infrastructure, or power systems management. Soon after his appointment, he pushed for the removal of electricity subsidies following the fuel subsidy removal. Tariffs increased significantly, yet the quality and reliability of supply did not improve proportionally. Critics argue that some of the modest gains achieved in the sector before 2023 were reversed or stalled under his leadership, as the focus shifted more to financial adjustment than to urgent infrastructural fixes. Adelabu's lack of experience as Minister of Power was evident when he suggested that some citizens mismanage power by running air conditioners and refrigerators unnecessarily during outages. Such comments were widely viewed as insensitive, especially amid soaring temperatures and widespread hardship. Mistake number 2: unfulfilled promises on power generation targets. Earlier in his tenure, Minister Adelabu set an ambitious target of achieving 6,000 megawatts of electricity supply by the end of 2024. Nigerians waited with hope. Although peak generation touched around 5,500 megawatts at some point, the average supply reaching homes and businesses remained far below expectations. Now, in 2026, he is repeating similar assurances: improvement within 2 weeks and 6,000 megawatts before the end of the year. Many Nigerians are asking, how many times must we hear 2 weeks or by the end of the year? Reports indicate he's likely to leave the ministry without meeting the set imposed targets, especially as he prepares for his 2027 political ambitions. Mistake number 3, persistent national grid collapses. Under his watch as minister, the national grid has continued to collapse multiple times. There were numerous incidents in 2024, several in 2025, and already at least 2 major collapses in early 2026. Each collapse plunges the entire country into darkness, disrupting hospitals, businesses, and daily life. The ministers often cited the age and dilapidated state of the grid, gas supply issues, and vandalism. While these challenges are real, the primary responsibility of the Minister of Power is to lead urgent reforms and investments to strengthen the transmission network. Setting up committees is not enough when citizens continue to suffer repeated blackouts. Mistake number 4, controversial introduction of electricity bans. Under the service-based tariff framework advanced during his tenure, customers were classified into bands A through E based on promised hours of daily electricity supply. Band A customers are expected to receive a minimum of 20 hours per day and were hit with a massive tariff hike in April 2024 to around 225 naira per kilowatt hour, a jump from around 66 naira. Band B receives at least 16 hours, B and C at least 12 hours, while bands D and E get far less. Many Nigerians argue that this system is unfair. Customers in higher bands pay significantly more, yet actual supply often falls short of promised hours. There have been widespread complaints of feeders being downgraded without compensation. Estimated billing persisting, and the government still considering lower bands while pushing for cost-reflective tariffs. Plans to extend higher tariffs to bands B and C have also sparked further outrage. Instead of solving the core problem of inadequate generation and transmission, this policy has left many feeling they are paying premium prices for unreliable or insufficient power. It has widened inequality in access to electricity and contributed to public frustration. Mistake number 5, political ambition distracting from core duties. As a known aspirant for the Oyo State governorship in 2027, reports suggest that political considerations have at times taken precedence. He is expected to resign from the federal cabinet soon to pursue his ambition. When the minister's eye are fixed on next election, full focus on fixing national crises like power supply inevitably suffers. Nigerians deserve a minister whose primary loyalty is to solving the power problem, not preparing for the next political race. In conclusion, Adebayo Adelabu's tenure as Minister of Power highlights the dangers of placing individuals without relevant technical experience in highly specialized roles. President Tinubu and his federal government must consider appointing a seasoned technocrat with proven experience in power and energy sector to lead this critical ministry. Nigerians have endured enough. To my audience, what has been your experience with power supply in recent weeks? Please share your stories in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. God bless Nigeria, and see you in our next episode.